Hey, what's going on, pepperonis? It's SGZ here from the SpartanGameZone, and in this video I'm going to be showing you what guaranteed weapons you can get from farming the slaughter shaft in Borderlands 3. This is one of my most requested videos, and of course this includes the Butcher and Shredifier, but you can also get Tina's Hippity Hoppiter too. And I'll cover everything you need to know. So, the slaughter shaft is one of the 3 circle of slaughters in the base game, where you will fight children of the vault enemies. It is generally considered the most difficult out of the 3, namely because of the amount of anointed enemies that can spawn. However, it will net you a lot of world drops, so there's that. To get to the slaughter shaft, you'll need to travel to Conrad's Hold, and head towards where Manbark spawns halfway through. From here you can travel to the slaughter shaft and grab the quest that will be available to you. Then it's just 4 increasingly more difficult rounds until you get to the bounty round, round 5. You'll then have to make it through 4 waves, which also scale up in difficulty, until finally Titan spawns in the 5th. Titan is the man of the moment, the bee's knees, the pest in the nest. Here's the final boss of the slaughter shaft, and drops both the Butcher and Shredifier, as well as Tina's Hippity Hopper, a legendary grenade mod. He also drops Zetsev's Eruption, the new legendary assault rifle, but he will only drop that on Mayhem 4. Speaking of dropping items, I got Tina's Hippie on my 14th and 25th attempt, the Shredifier on my 42nd attempt, and the Butcher on my 53rd. With each attempt on true Vault Hunter mode without any Mayhem levels. Now these drop rates are hard to swallow, I know, trust me. I spent a while getting these. So very long. If each of these drop at the same rate, you're looking at 1 in 45 to get what you want. And that's conservative. However, if you're lucky you may get that Butcher on your 15th attempt. But just know it could take a lot longer. You can make farming runs go by a lot quicker by not killing everyone in the final round. This is very important. If you do, you will have to start the entire thing again, which, let's face it, isn't worth. Instead, you should fast travel back to the spawn point after killing Titan, saving you a good 20 minutes. Also remember that increasing your Mayhem levels will not increase the chance of either the Butcher, Shredifier or Tina's Hippie Happy dropping, but will increase the number of world drops and anointed items. The way I look at it, with the drop rates as they are, think of the slaughter shaft, or any of the slaughters for that matter, as a place to farm world drops, and the boss drops at the end are bonus. You can get a lot of good guns if you turn up your Mayhem levels, and maybe even a dedicated drop at the end. If you're just looking for dedicated drops, I'm not sure the time spent will be worth it. That's for you to decide. So, what about these guns? Is the slaughter shaft farm worth it? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Well, firstly, the Butcher is a fast-firing Hyperion shotgun that deals good damage and gets increasingly more accurate the longer you fire. Its special effect returns a random amount of ammo to the magazine when you shoot, which can make for some long periods of extended fire. Because of its unique firing style, the Butcher feels more like an SMG than a shotgun, and can fill that slot pretty well in any build. It also comes in any element, which increases its adaptability even more. However, as you can see here, if you are playing offline, you will have a seriously difficult time controlling the recoil of the Butcher, so keep that in mind. The Shredifier is a flat-off assault rifle that shoots at an extremely high rate, generally over 16 rounds a second, but deals low damage. To compensate for its high fire rate, it also has a large magazine. It comes in all elements and will also drop with a random underbarrel attachment. This can be a bipod, shotgun, grenade launcher, or the most insane of them all, the secondary chain gun barrel, which will activate a secondary barrel, allowing you to shoot at twice the speed, which is just insane to think about. Tina's Turner is a grenade mod that splits into 2 when in contact with an enemy. These 2 grenades then bounce for a few times, exploding each time they bounce. The path of the spawn grenades are predictable, and you can use that knowledge to deal some major damage. It also comes in shock, cryo, radiation and explosive. Overall, the slaughter shaft is a worthwhile farm outside of the dedicated drops, and is enjoyable to farm too. It is the most fruitful of all the Circle of Slaughters in terms of world drops, and will net you a good bag of legendaries when you up your mayhem levels. The time spent to get the dedicated drops might not be worth it alone, but the amount of world drops you get should be enough to satisfy you. So that's all for this video. Let me know in the comments what weapon or item farm you'd like me to showcase next. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, consider dropping a like or subscribing, and I'll catch you in the next one.